is a 48 First Alert Weather Day. 48's Umbrella a Week giveaway is sponsored by Mr. Rooter, your locally owned expert plumbers for over 34 years.
Well, good Sunday evening, everyone. The weather sure is keeping us on our toes in the new year, tracking the threat for isolated damaging wind gusts, but severe storms are unlikely as we head throughout the rest of the evening. Rain just now pushing in across the Alabama-Mississippi state line. Some pockets of moderate to heavy rain now moving into Franklin County. Also seeing some lightning strikes out there as well. But like I just said, storms should stay below severe criteria as we head throughout the evening. Does this mean you're not going to see damage? No. And note, no watch is expected across the Tennessee Valley at this time. Neither a tornado nor a severe thunderstorm watch. If that should change, we're going to be the first to let you know. Like I mentioned, none of this activity strong nor severe as we're waiting for the main intense part of the line that's still back in central Mississippi. This will likely impact northwest Alabama in less than an hour. And make sure you are ready because, again, we still could see some downed trees and also power line damage. This is going to move quite quickly from west to east across northern Alabama and southern middle Tennessee. A tornado watch has just butted up against us to portions in central Mississippi, but that's where some of the better ingredients for severe weather will remain. We do have a wind advisory. This covers all counties in the Tennessee Valley. Note sustained wind speeds, and you're already feeling them, will be anywhere from 15 to 25 miles per hour, but gusts will be much higher, likely could exceed that 40-mile-per-hour mark, and this is where we could see some damage. Make sure your devices are fully charged. You'll notice the winds picking up ahead of the line, and then we're going to have to watch for any embedded damaging straight line wind gusts within the actual line. Most intense part will be arriving in northwest Alabama close to 6 o'clock. It will exit your area just before 9 o'clock. Areas along I-65, this includes the Huntsville metro area, back through Morgan County and Coleman right around 8 to 9 o'clock, and then far northeast Alabama, your time of arrival looks to be just before midnight at 10 o'clock. Note this line will greatly weaken as it pushes to the east, and we are not expecting a tornado threat. And once the rain ends, hey, temperatures, they're going to plummet quite rapidly. Now winds will slightly diminish but still be gusty as we head into Monday, and we're going to be watching quite closely as temperatures fall. Yes, the moisture will be out of here, but any residual standing water could potentially flash freeze. Now the winds will help to dry us out, but we still can't rule out some isolated slick spots, especially for northwest Alabama by daybreak on Monday. Make sure you are using extreme caution on the roadways. And yes, we also are expecting flurries. This will likely begin through the mid to late morning hours and continue into the afternoon, but at this time, little to no accumulations are expected, so travel impacts will remain quite minimal. Now we could see a very light dusting across higher elevations, and we are going to monitor that threat quite closely. The bigger impact, that's going to be the dangerously cold temperatures. We're going to go from the 50s today all the way into the 30s, and 30s stick with us through all of this week, and overnight lows just straight up brutal. We're looking at upper teens and lower 20s, and when you factor in the wind chill, it is going to feel even worse. Now all eyes toward now later in the week, likely Friday into Saturday, as we're going to be tracking a more impactful winter storm system. Confidence is increasing that we could see some sort of snow or ice accumulations or both. Of course, we're going to give you more specifics in the days ahead. Just make sure you are checking back regularly.